What is up, my magic miscreants? Risen Dragon here with another fun deck for you today. And today we're looking at kind of an Orzhov mid-rangey, control-y type build. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's really cool, really fun. Shuts down, or tries to shut down as much as possible, all the aggro that's in the environment right now. So how do we do it? Well, let's have a look. Elspeth's Smite deals 3 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. It's exiled if that creature dies. Cut down just destroys target creature with power and toughness 5 or less. Duress, target opponent reveals their hand. Non-creature, non-land card, graveyard. March of Wretched Sorrow. Props to Lone Fox MTG Brewlab for giving me this idea. I'm running his Dimir control build, which, by the way, oh my gosh, such a fun deck. It's fun, and it's amazingly consistent. The only way you lose is if you mess up. But the point is with the March of Wretched Sorrow, as an additional cost to cast the spell, you exile any number of black cards from your hand. It costs 2 less, deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker, and you gain X life. In a mono red Boros Gruul sort of aggro, this card comes in handy. Calamity's Wake, exile all graveyards, because of the fact that they're running a lot of Resurrector builds, like the Conspiracy Sphinx Collector, whatever the heck that card is. A lot of decks like that, so we want to get this out there. Now, you can't cast this in response to another person casting a non-creature spell, so you have to kind of time this just right. Invasion of Gobakhan, opponent reveals hand. They may exile a non-land card from it. That spell casts the spell cast from exile in this way costs 2 more. Once this battle is defeated, at the beginning of your end step, it becomes Light Shield Array. At the beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on each creature that attacked this turn. You sacrifice it, and creatures gain hexproof and indestructible. Go for the Throat, just destroys target non-artifact creature. Pilfer, choose a non-land card from opponent's hand, discard it. This card right here comes in handy. Eerie Interference. I can't remember where I saw this, but prevent all damage that would be dealt to you and creatures you control this turn. Okay, it is an instant. It is fun. Graveyard Trespasser. Yeah, it kind of doesn't do much for this, but the point is you get this down, enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. If a creature exiled this way, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Of course, the ward is discard a card, and when it becomes night, it becomes Graveyard Glutton, and instead it becomes a 4/4, and instead of exiling 1 card, we exile 2 cards. And same deal. Okay, Lil of the Veil, we know what she does. +1 discards a card. Each player does. -2, target player sacks a creature. -6, separate all permanents target player controls into 2 piles. That player sacrifices all permanent in the pile of their choice. Tomic, Wielder of Law, affinity for planeswalkers. Has flying and vigilance. Whenever an opponent attacks with creatures, if 2 or more of those creatures are attacking you and or planeswalkers you control, that opponent loses 3 life and you draw a card. How cool is that? Pretty cool card right there. Archangel Elspeth, +1, create a 1/1 white soldier token with lifelink. -2, put 2 1/1 counters on target creature, becomes an angel. -6, return all non-land permanent cards of mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So got some fun stuff we can bring back there. Depopulate, we're running 2 of those. We're running 1 Wandering Emperor. It has flash. You know what she does. Put a +1/+1 counter on 1 target creature, and it gains first strike. -1, we create a 2/2 Samurai creature token with vigilance, or 2, sacrifice target tapped creature and regain 2 life. Elspeth Resplendent, we're only running 1 copy of these from here on out. +1 is really powerful. Put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature, and it either gains flying, first strike, lifelink, or vigilance. -3, look at the top 7 cards of your library. Put a permanent card with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the graveyard with a shield counter on it. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. And -7, create 5 3/3 white angel creature tokens with flying. Sunfall, we know what this does. Exile all creatures. Incubate X, where X is the number of creatures exiled this way. And also Eternal Wanderer. No more than 1 creature can attack the Eternal Wanderer during each combat. This is kind of cool. It's got a little bit of bounce feature. +1, exile up to 1 target artifact or creature, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. 0, create a 2/2 white samurai creature token with double strike and -4 for each player. Choose a creature that player controls, then each player sacrifices all creatures they control not chosen this way. Path of Peril we also should probably put in there as well. That might go in with Calamity's Wake, or I don't know. I might do something there with that. But anyways, we're running 2 more Calamity's Wake, another Invasion of Gobakan, 2 more Depopulates and Sunfalls for really aggressive decks, 3 Family Reunions, 3 Rite of Oblivions, 2 Metropolis Reformers as well. So this is a pretty fun deck to do. If you like what you see, leave a like, leave a subscribe. With this channel we do a best of 1 and we do a best of 3, so you can see how the deck functions in either one of those environments. So without further ado, let's get to the Orzhov Shutdown games, kids. We're against Eclipse Master for our best of 1 matchup with this Orzhov Shutdown build, and not with a hand like that. Even though we were on the draw, that was just, oh, okay, interesting. Well, let's give them a clue as to what we're doing here. Hopeless Nightmare, huh? Well, I can ditch a Pain Land, I guess. Eerie Interference is fun. I'm gonna do View Battlefield, Human. Yeah, we do Human. Oh, mirror match. Interesting. Okay, cool. I think we hold off, because if they have a, say, Shieldred, we can blast it with the March of Wretched Sorrow. And just ditch the other one. Oh, Bloodletter of Aklazot's. Even better. Yeah, I think we ditch... No, we ditch the Trespasser. There we go. Let's get Atomic down and see if we can force out some spot removal. Another Bloodletter. Okay. And a Hopeless Nightmare, huh? So I guess we just ditch the Interference. Sure, Wandering Emperor. I like that idea. Attack in. I double dare ya. Attack in. Okay, so we'll lose a little bit of life there. Another Hopeless Nightmare, huh? I guess the Wretched Sorrow's gotta go. If you have another Hopeless Nightmare, that's fine. I'm gonna have to... You forced my hand! You forced my hand! You done messed up, Aaron. You done messed up!
I have got new moves to teach.
Jeez, 4 Hopeless Nightmares? Well, let's see what else you got here. Cool. I think we have to create that. No attacks.
We must protect the people.
What's your finisher? Battlefield Butcher. Oh, that's deadly. I'm sure I like that too much.
So long as I am by your side, you will. To the sky! Let your blade do
Let's
the
see what
talking.
they do. Okay, nothing. And we are dead, are we? Are we dead? Graveyard Trespasser. I don't have anything in my graveyards, as far as that's concerned. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So they scry. I have a Trespasser of my own. Part of me wants to do this. And I think we just kind of flood the battlefield with
Show them how we
these
greet our
vigilant
enemies.
creatures. They have no creature cards in the graveyard. We're at 8. Did they find the board wipe that they need? Shieldred. Okay. Fell Stinger would do it. No. Maybe. Axiom Puppeteer. Sure. They're dead. You are dead. You are dead.
Ascend! We've got the edge in this fight.
Just in case you got any tricks up your sleeve. Yep. Thank you. Alright, let's go to the best of 3. We're against Metamag for our best of 3 matchup. We are on the draw. We're not the worst. We have Invasion of Gobakhan for a turn 2 play. Let's see what we got. I had to re-upload the video because I recorded the... Started off on my... Interesting. Started off... Let's start with a swamp. Started off with a build on... What in the world are these guys playing? Interesting. Okay, what do you have in your hand? Let's do a peeky. What are we up against here? A depopulate, a Renin 7. Not liking the depopulate. Not liking that. Sunfall will help. Okay, so we got that happening. Let's zap that. So this is some kind of ramp build that they're going for here. I'll put down the Renin 7. Timeless Lotus instead, huh? Well, not liking this, but we'll see what happens. At least get a board big enough to at least do something. Cool. Nice try, bro. Love it for him. What do you got in your hand? Titan of Industry, Tarian's Journal. What do I want to do here? Let's go Renin 7. Reason being is we can Sunfall anything else. And they'll put a black... Yeah, okay. So they'll put on 2... Oh, okay. So there you go. Cool. Boom. Oh, yeah. No, that's okay. Because I have a Sunfall. Gain 5 life and you get a Sunfall. Fun stuff. Timeless Lotus is annoying, man. We do have enough time to see what you have in your hand. Yep, that can go bye-bye. Although now, that just screwed us over, I think. Because now they can bring that back. Now they can bring that back. Tyrannac, oh my gosh, this is just like a... And they'll discard the hand, and now that... Oh, interesting. Oof. Alright, well. Is what it is. March of Wretched Sorrow. That's not going to do me much good, is it? With Ward 4... Yeah, I think we're pretty done with this at the moment. But, might be able to get some play out of this. We might be able to do something with this, but, yeah, pretty much. That's an interesting pile of cards you have there, sir. Any number of cards from your hand onto the battlefield? Yeah, not quite. They can cast that. Except you can't really do that. You had to do that first. You had to bring that in first before you did that. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're pretty much dead, but Go for the Throat is interesting. Alright, well, this is not turning out the way I want it to. So I think we're gonna need to... Yeah, I don't really see how much, what else I can put in there to make that sing. So... You have the Pilfer, the Tomic, and the Wandering Emperor, so that might give us some sort of play here. Go for the Throat is always fun, too. What do you got? Thrune, Tarian's Journal. Yeah, I think we go with Thrune. Goes back at it. Fun stuff. Alright, Tarian's Journal. Interesting. Let's play this. We might be able to just race him.
That's coming off. Remember your training.
He's interesting, Alright, Duress. Let's see what you got there. You have a counter spell. Portal to Phyrexia can go bye-bye.
I've got new moves to teach you.
Okay. Now I could Demolition Field their Uncharted Haven, but that's a legendary artifact, so... Captivating Cave. What does this do? Get rid of the blue source. I'm not too keen on that. Get a black source in there as well. Fun. Duress isn't going to do me much good right now, so let's try this.
We've got the edge in this fight.
And we do have a go for the throat with the, for the, Titan of Industry. Depopulates! Well, that's no fun. I get to draw a card at least. Now I can just start pumping tokens out.
Keep watch for intruders.
Down comes Titan of Industry. Blast Zone. Yeah, sure. Put 3 charge counters on it. Okay, cool. So I think what we do is this. One of those down. Let's see what they have in their hand. I'm curious. Tarian's Journal, sure, that can go bye-bye. They have another Titan of Industry, so that's gonna be fun. And you can Staff of Completion. Okay, interesting. 1 mana of any color. Of course, they can just destroy that at any given time.
Let your blade do the talking.
Oh, I could have just won there. Dang it. No, it's alright, because we have the Restless Fortress anyway, so there we go. Alright, well, we shall see what they come up with next. Yep, there's your Titan of Industry. Alright, okay, so we go 2-2 with this deck today, at least. Not bad. Don't know what this deck is all about there, Metamag, but I'm liking it, kinda, sorta. It's almost like a ramp build. So we gotta, you know, this deck is just quick enough, I think, to get around those. And this I'm gonna keep because we've got 2 Gobakons. We'll put down the Fortress and then into a Swamp. Eerie Interference is clever. It's a clever addition to any sort of control-y type build. Okay, getting land flooded quite a bit, so we'll have to see what we get. Alright, Timeless Lotus is not... Now that's something I want to make sure they spend quite a bit to get rid of. Okay, they got the draw discard stuff. What does this do? Okay, and we can duress. What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? Depopulate. You can get rid of that. Golbakon. Can ditch the Thrune. There we go. Plaza of Heroes, huh? Draw a card, discard a card. Okay, they did the Industry. So now they can kind of discard the hand and transform that. It's clever. That's not going to do me any good. That's annoying. Very annoying. That's probably going to kill us. Eerie Interference can probably do some things, but this is not what we're needing here. It's 2 and 2 with this build today. I'm not bummed about that, but what are you going to cast from your graveyard? You can't cast it, can you? You can do the sorcery stuff on your throne, though. That's an interesting play. I'm going to save the Eerie Interference for another time. I just keep... I don't think there's anything they can do to exile anything here, so just do this. Gain a little bit of life, but we're about to get thwacked again. A board sweep would be excellent at this point. Alright, we're gonna have to... I think we can take one more hit. I think we can take one more big shot from the Eerie Interference. And then we're gonna have to, okay, they get their Timeless Lotus down. Draw a card, discard a card. Not interesting. Come on, depopulate. Are you serious? Well, now at least I can do this. Cast the Eerie Interference. Draw a card, discard a card. Okay. So they got their land. Titan of Industry. Okay, so we can take one more shot with this. And just sacrifice that. Actually, we might... No, here's what we're going to do. We've got enough that we can actually... We've got enough that we can actually... I think cast Eerie Interference. March of Wretched Sorrow on the Titan. We're just going to have to find our board sweeps here, because that's not going to be a pleasant experience for us. Eerie Interference. They're like, what is happening here? What the heck is this? Okay, we cannot really... Actually, no, we're going to do this. Sorrow, 5, 7, 0 on that. So that'll help. Tarian's, but they can just bring it right back. So, yeah, they can just bring it right back. That may have been dumb on my part. That was not a smart play. Well, if they do it, then we'll obviously we'll concede if they bring this back. So more than likely they're gonna. Yeah. Good game. Okay, let's go to the post-game analysis and go from there. Okay, so 2-2 with this build today against somewhat of a variety of decks. So overall, we just kind of ran into a little bit of a you saw what happened in that last match. I think this deck, as I said, I think this deck is quick enough to against like rampy type builds. I think this deck is good enough for that. I do think we're probably going to need more mass removal. Take out a few of the planeswalkers and swap in some more Sunfalls. I think that's basically the way to do it. Also, too, we didn't draw into Calamity's Wake at all. So I think overall this deck does have the potential, I think, to go wide and go big at times. But overall, I think I'll be completely honest, I'm a bit underwhelmed by this, and I'm putting it out there just to see if there's anything I can do to improve upon it. So if you like what you see, leave a like, leave a subscribe, and as always, my magic miscreants, may you always be on the play, may all your spells hit the board. Risen Dragon is out, enjoy the rest of your Thursday.